You're listening to The Run Home with Joel and Fletch, all thanks to the Hyundai Staria load van. You can drive away from one for $49,490. T's and C's apply. And Blunston. Step into the new financial year with Blunston. You can follow us on Instagram at Joel Fletch SEN. Now, just before we get to Sats and Rat, we do that thanks to Best Sheds, 25% off sale, which is on now. I tell you what, we spoke about the Herculean effort that our man, the tourist, did in the absence of Mr. Brooks, the skipper here. Well, I gave him a challenge, Brian.
Yep.
And I've got to say, pressure some get eaten by it. What happened, Brian?
Well, we did put it out there to him, and in the space of 2 hours,
yes,
he nailed this play. Now, this play, I don't want to give it away because it was, and I'm going to peel back the curtain here. I'm going to be honest. It was a pre-record, and we never really do pre-record.
No, we don't do that.
But we had to pre-record because this bloke is an internet sensation. You'll hear this interview in about 15 minutes after we finish with Sats and Rat, and have a listen.
I am originally from a little town called Partia in the south of Taranaki on the west coast of the North Island. Born and raised in dairy farming country, so I'm actually holed up here at the old family homestead on the dairy farm at the minute back in NZ. So yeah, just
there we go.
And that's it. That was just a bit of a sneak, bit of a tease.
Listener, if you think you know who it is, get on the text board.
Yeah, but it's going to be. We're going to show that. We're going to have that interview in about 15 or so minutes. But now we've got Sats and Rat, boys.
Here we are. That's what we do here at Sports Day.
Ah, yes.
You know, when the fans ask, we deliver. That's what happens.
Right.
Cohen, he just gets hold of who we need to get it. When there's a competition on, don't ever go against Daddy Bass.
No way.
Bass.
Finds his feet.
Gotcha, boys.
Gets it done.
Yeah, what's happening? No, come on, boys. Who have you got on tonight?
Off you go, Rat.
Well, you know who we've got on.
I don't.
You can announce it. It's all right.
Tim Myers, his name is. Well, Tim.Naki, he goes by on the on Instagram.
Yes. And what does he do?
He bets 10 cents for every follower. He's gone, in 84 days, he's gone from 15,000 followers to 1.1 million, 1.19 million
Reached
followers.
$1 million yesterday, didn't
Reached
he?
$1 million, on day 83. He had his bet. If you haven't watched his bet on day 84, it's a heartbreaker.
It's depressing.
Oh, gee.
Gamble responsibly.
Was that today? That was today.
Yeah.
Today.
And without giving too much away, what's his goal? What's the exit strategy?
Well, you want me to give it away or not give it away?
Well, his original goal was $1 million.
Yeah.
Well, and now that goal has changed. And it's called a hook and tease in the biz.
It's a moving. He just said he's enjoying it too much.
Yeah.
Like, when you listen to him,
Some would call it a vicious cycle.
He's a very level-headed young guy, and
I'd love to have a beer with him.
There's no airs and graces about him.
He's
a dairy farmer. You know, he's just. Yeah, but it's all in the chat. It was a really good chat with him. He's a good fella.
Rat, do you think he's hit the summit yet, or do you think there's more to him?
I think there's more.
Okay.
Which summit are you talking about?
Which summit do you speak
which
of?
summit I'm
I've played Survivor.
Here we are.
Survivor's got nothing on this.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, Ratty.
Nothing. Tune in. Channel 9
Next
this Sunday.
isn't it?
This
Yeah.
Sunday
Next
coming.
How long will this series go for?
I've no idea, mate. I really have no idea.
Hey, you know what I loved? In the promo, they interviewed a lady that's on that's got like one arm, is it? And she's a nurse. And then they interview another guy that says, I was in the Sari Club when the Bali bombing went
Phil,
on. Yeah.
What a legend.
Then they go, Matt Rogers, I've been on Survivor. I know sacrifices.
No, I just said, no, I'm a double amputee. I'm missing 2 fingers.
Yeah, you are too, actually. Yeah.
Double amputee.
Hey, I did notice Tiffany Wood.
Yeah,
Nikki,
from Bardot.
Nikki Wood's sister, who won Bells as a
really?
17-year-old.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll tell you a funny story. So
16-year-old, sorry.
My wife used to be in the music industry, and she when she was interviewing like bands and stuff, she had a bit of a run-in with a girl from Bardot. And when I go into the show, and I knew this story, and it was sort of like a bit of a, and I thought it was her. So for the first half of the show, I'm like not real nice to her because I'm like, I can't be nice to you because if you're the one that my wife had a blue with, she's going to watch this and go, you can't be nice to her. She was a bitch.
Flirting with the enemy.
So anyway, she was great.
Was it Sophie Monk, Bulletproof Monk? Because she was in.
Maybe
Bardot.
it was another one. But apparently, from
based in Queenstown, wasn't it? Milford Sound.
No, we were out the back of Wanaka.
Oh,
so out the back of Treble Cone. Yeah, it was amazing, unbelievable.
Boys, Broncos.
Yes.
I know.
Sugar's basically put a line through him. Said,
For the premiership.
cannot win. Cannot win.
They weren't in my 4 anyway, and I got bagged from not being in my 4. But boys, when you go,
you had Knights in your 4.
that's true. I wasn't going to mention that bit. Anyway, mate, they haven't beaten much. Like, all their wins are a bit flaky, don't you think? No,
Well, what have they got?
Yeah.
So what are they
I
saying?
agree.
They've got 12 weeks without Reynolds. They're saying, and 2 buys in that 12 weeks. So
And
10 weeks.
And they've got a fairly soft run through those 10 games too. I mean, they're not playing, back to back, like, top 4 sides. But I'm not prepared to put a line through them just yet. I think they could come good.
All right. Now, the next question is, who plays 7 if Jock's out, if Jockey Madden's out?
Alf,
Good
I think
question.
I'd
Alf.
put myself. I'd put.
He pretty much does anyway.
I'd put Billy Walters at 7
was gonna-
and probably start Tyson Smooth in and bring young Blake Moser off the.
What do you
They've got to introduce him soon. This young
Put
young
Ezra
hooker.
Mann to 7 and put Tristan Saylor in the 6 jersey.
a couple of runners, though, boys, isn't it? I
it
like
is,
what
it
Sats
is.
has said.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Mate, I'll tell you, I put a line through the Warriors in my top 4 at the start of this year, and I got laughed at too.
It's
by
round
my
9,
co-host
boys.
Here.
Round
Exactly.
9. Round
Brian.
9.
They've just been beaten. They've just been beaten
They're in a
by
slump. Rat.
mate,
We've all
the
had
St
slumps.
George, the Titans, and Newcastle.
Rat, we've all had
Absolute-
slumps. Remember that slump you had down at Coyotes there from about 1990
It was
to
Carmen's. I was always red hot at Coyotes. Carmen, so I had a bit of a slump there.
Hey, Rat, I forgot. I haven't spoken there since Fish of
No.
Origin.
No.
Went with the great ET.
How'd you go?
Well, I can't
You
give
can't
it away.
give it away.
But
No,
put it this way, I'm addicted to fishing now.
Really?
I don't,
good
ever,
is it?
I don't ever fished off Rose Bay Wharf,
Right.
and I'd met ET a couple of times, but what a champion bloke.
Good fella.
Great
yeah, good
fella.
Mate, yeah, it's good when you get out there and you're with like if I was as good a fisherman as I was keen, I'd be the best fisherman in the world. I love it, but I'm just hopeless at it. I just don't know how to tie all the knots and do all the baits and all that sort of
So,
stuff.
Fletch, did you miss him in rep? Did you
Yes.
Had he retired from rep by the time you hit the scene? Did
Yes,
you?
yes.
Ah,
He- so
okay.
I
Mate,
knew-
I played with Fletch.
You played, yeah, I know, but you played with on a weekly basis with
ET,
ET.
yeah.
So,
What a terrific bloke. Just to let you know, we didn't tie our own lures and stuff. So
I know
the experts have to do that.
I know
But
that.
I've learnt where to fish. I didn't
Right.
know fish love structure. i.e.
Yes.
structures.
Oh, really?
Not structure as in
Structures.
structures. So you got to go where there's like sticks
like
coming
bridges and
Yeah.
out. Yeah, where
oh,
there's sticks and
Oh,
not
okay.
not structure as in defensive structures, but they probably do. They probably do. But they're quite cluey. I didn't know this.
Yeah.
So the great Saratogas, which only
Mm-hmm.
2% of fishermen have caught, I can let you know that I caught one.
Have you?
When we threw it in and we went bang bang bang, we all got one.
Yep.
And then we tried it
So
again.
it's not that impressive then. You all got one.
No. Sorry, 3 of us got one. Hodjo didn't.
Right. Yeah.
Justin Hodges didn't get one.
Right.
But we got it, and I thought, right, let's keep going. Threw it back in, and we threw the fish back in. And, I said to the skipper, our man Kim, I said, where are they all gone now? And he
You
says,
thought it was going to be just a fill-up.
yeah. And I go, what? Do they talk to each other? And he goes, no, but they go back to their little schools, and they said, well, he's got a sore mouth, this poor fish.
Yeah.
There's something doing up here, so don't go back there. It went completely dead.
So,
There are some fish that do that. I don't know, but there are some fish. If you throw
So-
them back in where you've caught them, then
Yeah,
you're not
they
going to
can
catch
be-
them.
Did you
Well, they didn't.
learn? Did you learn, Fletch? Why? What's it? And I don't know. I'm not a fisherman, but the lure as opposed to
Real
like
bait.
live bait.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
The way they swim. So we had
Okay.
paddle tails, and we were
Right.
going for GTs. Which
Did you get
is
any?
giant trevally.
Trevally, yeah.
Yeah, just 3, mate.
Mate, they are beasts, those things.
We didn't get the massive ones,
Yeah.
but you know when you get a fish on, like, you know when that
Yeah,
that
yeah, I'm
feeling?
on.
God, it's a good feeling.
Yeah.
It's like taking forfeit playing Causey Shield. That's what it feels like.
What's the longest, Brian, that you were trying to haul one in?
Okay, so legally, it's got to be
Yep.
over 50 odd centimetres for a barra.
Okay.
And Gordon actually got 2 barras.
Oh,
he drank
did he?
28 cans in one sitting.
Oh, mate.
Mate,
I
you
did
should
it
have
with him
seen.
last year. I did it with him last
Oh, of
year.
course
he
he
loaded
did.
the boat up with beer, and
Yeah.
I could not believe how much he
He's
got
good,
through.
eh?
Wow.
Yeah, he's good.
And it didn't affect him at all. It was like he was
No,
drinking
it
water.
affected him this time.
What about day 2?
It affected him this time because at one stage, because you know how we're in separate boats.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know what he's like. He's just a big, arrogant beast. And so we
On the
drove.
sauce.
Just in general. So he was bullying Hodjo. And Hodjo said to me, Rat, you love this. He goes, mate, Hodjo said to me, this is the first time ever I wish I was in New South Wales. He said, I want to get off this. I want to get off this boat.
Yeah, I want to get it. Yeah,
But we drove past Gordon. So Gordon just sits on top of the chair. There's a real high chair, like a tennis umpire.
Yeah.
And he just sits up there and he goes, oi, oi, to his captain, beer, and just fishes. And then when the bloke even holds the rod for him, and when there's something on, he hands him the rod.
This is red hot.
He was up there, and then at about 4 o'clock, we drove past it, and Gordon was sprawled, asleep. He'd had too many.
Oh, he's beautiful.
funny.
How's he
When
back
you
up? Fletch, how's he back up?
Oh, unbelievable.
Does he?
Unbelievable.
Fresh as. Yeah.
Fresh
And we were
as.
talking about this on the weekend on Crunch Time. I was with Andrew McCulloch. And we're talking about, so one of the texts came in and said, guys, if you had to give a bronze, silver and gold to the guys that could just sit there for hours and in some cases days, who'd be your bronze, silver, gold? Now, I'll start off with my bronze is Waterhouse, Slosh, Colin Ward.
Oh,
Colin Ward.
Wardy.
They're sharing the dice on third. Silver is Gower.
Yeah, right.
And gold is Jimmy Goddard.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, Craig Greenhill's up there for me. He's definitely on the dais.
Yeah.
Dais?
mate,
Dais or
Andrew
Dais?
Pierce is an immortal, isn't he?
Oh, Andrew Pearce, he takes the cake.
Yeah.
And probably Steve Rogers is the gold.
Oh, really?
I tell you what, Fitzy can
It's large.
drink.
You better go and dig him out of a few places.
Really?
I can tell you.
Fitzy can drink.
Yeah.
Hey, is Fitzy the one that his legacy that is he goes and swaps clothes with people in the pub?
Yes,
Is that Fitzy?
and
Yeah.
usually old men at bowling clubs.
Was that his go?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he'd come out and they'd swap clothes. So this young bloke would have like a hat on backwards. You know, this is when he's 22, 23-year-old. And Fitzy to have the bowling, the white, all whites on. Fitzy was a king of that. Who would I have? Yeah, because there's different sort of, there's different sort of blokes who last longer than others.
Yeah.
Kearnsey, I tell you what, Harry Latz, the great Peter
Yep.
Cusack, he can hammer him.
Yep. Yak.
Who else? Kearnsey?
Yeah.
Robbie Kearns.
Robbie
yeah. He's in
Kearns,
the pub
yeah.
game now, isn't he?
Oh, no,
Yeah.
Peach.
Melbourne.
Peach can drink.
Oh, the Peach. Oh,
Peach
yeah.
is the
He used to
Oh.
go, didn't he used to go missing for days?
Mate, he went to get milk once and came back 2 days later with the milk. No lie.
Have you boys heard the story? Oh, hang on. Hang on.
He's
Protest.
back.
Here we go. Sorry, boys. It's been a while. Okay, so a serial masturbating national bodybuilding champ and lecturer may have blown his chances of competing at Mr. Universe after being sentenced for the disgusting act.
Blown his chances.
Yeah, that was typo. For his disgusting act. Mr. Australia over 60s champ, David Bruno Stars, that's not his real name, I gather, 62, pleaded guilty to the indecent act in public just after a week after being placed on probation order for a near-identical offending in 2 Brisbane CBD stores. Stars, who has lectured at Australia and overseas universities and holds PhDs, faced Brisbane Magistrate Court on Wednesday, where he also pleaded guilty to 2 counts of possessing drugs and 1 count of possessing a bong and grinder. He was caught in the car. I don't know where this is. He was caught in the car park of a cafe called the Goji Granola Bar Cafe.
Oh.
Clear Island Waters. Where is that?
That's about 30 seconds from Rat's house.
It is. What?
How old was he?
What?
How old was he, Brian?
He said
This can't be true.
Yeah, he said
Was
he's
he 48?
48.
Oh,
48 at the Goji Granola Bar Cafe in the car park. Where?
lots of parks around there too, Brian.
Lots of parks.
Yeah.
So he's using a pseudonym. That's not his real name. But he's been caught with one of hosing a Hong Kong. Rat, you didn't mind a couple of hot ones in the day. You're not knocking around with this bloke, David Stars, are you?
Buckets only, mate. Buckets only. Never used the bottle.
The Goji Granola Bar Cafe. Is that a
That
legit?
that is a great cafe, that.
Oh, it's a legit cafe, is it?
Yeah, it's a legit cafe. Yeah.
Is there many parks around there?
There is a few. There's a few parks around there.
Yeah.
Who have you been talking to?
No,
Oh, mate,
You just-
no one.
you You're
No.
digging a hole for yourself.
I
You need
have-
to zip it up,
mate. I have
Wrap it up.
literally just sent exactly what I've sent to you to someone else, and I think you've spoken to him.
I don't know what you're talking about, David.
Someone-
I'm not. I don't know who you're talking
right.
about, David Bruno Stars. Hey, Sugar, have you told him about what we're going to do? We're going to have rolling
Oh, yes.
Origin teams.
Yeah, we've got the rolling
Yep.
Origin team. We've got the rolling Origin team where Bears Head's left Stephen Crichton out. That's okay. Well, I'll get him back into the side before then. So we're going to get you boys to do the rolling Queensland team. So you can either do that now or you can do it in your show tonight.
I think we
Well, we've
agree
come up
mainly on
there-
our back line,
Yeah,
don't we?
we do. We do agree
So we've got
wholeheartedly
Walsh,
there.
Coates, Val, Cobbo, Tuolangi,
Sorry.
Munster.
Slow up a bit.
Walsh,
Yes.
Coates,
Yes.
Val, Cobbo, Tuolangi,
And Tuolangi, yep.
Munster and DCE.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is there
Carrigan lock.
any notable omissions there?
What about side?
Well, a hammer.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he's
Yeah,
out.
but he's injured at the moment.
Yeah.
We don't know if he's going to be back in time,
Yeah.
so it's a bit of a toss
Yeah.
of the coin, that one.
Of course, Flegler out now, so we've got Carrigan. Have you got Fafita Nanai in the
Yes,
back row?
I do.
Yeah. Cotter Collins front row.
Yep.
And Hunt starting for
That's
hooker.
exactly right.
So we've got
yes.
Grant, Mo,
Yes,
okay, Jaden Sewer,
yes.
and I've got. Have you got a drum roll there, Daddy Vass?
Mm.
You got a drum roll?
Yeah.
Now he's retired from Origin. I think Billy sends out an SOS to Papa for one game.
Oh,
Big Papa. Give us 25 of your best.
Yep. And now he has said 2 weeks ago, nah, Origin, but that's before Billy had called him. So,
wow. He's playing good, isn't he, Papa?
yep.
Do you think we
Playing
might
good.
get Jack Whiten out of retirement?
You need him.
No, we what? Just get him out of South. I think he
Well,
would
who
take
have you
6
got?
weeks.
Who have you got in your
All right.
back line?
This is my back line. Teddy,
Okay.
Brian
Yeah, right.
To'o. This is mine. So don't.
Yours.
Okay.
Teddy, Brian To'o. I've got Turbo in the centres with Bradman Best, and I've got Joseph Swali'i,
Okay.
my other winger.
So no Crichton, yeah.
No Crichton, but if Swali'i doesn't get picked, I'm having Crichton on the wing
Okay.
because they might do the old political rort. He's going to rub in.
Boys, how close is, and this is for you too, Bears Head, how close is Taruva to this conversation?
No.
Why?
No.
Nah, not there yet, I don't think.
No.
Not when you've got-
the
not-
biggest issue we always have.
Yeah.
We pick fast little wingers, and we just get bashed by the Queenslanders coming out of trouble every year.
That's why you want Joseph.
That's why I want Joseph just steaming into him.
Yeah. he's a
So we
big
always
boy,
get the
isn't he?
Fox. And Fox is terrific, but he doesn't give you much out of the back.
That's the problem.
Backfield, yeah.
That's why I've got Bestie to do all that.
Bradman Best.
I love
Yeah,
Bradman.
I like Bradman Best as a selection. He was great in game 3 last year, but his form hasn't been great.
Imagine this, right? Like, seriously. We're very viable, and I've said this to you before, boys. The incumbent State of Origin man of the match and the bloke who scored a hat-trick could both miss,
Yeah.
fully fit.
They probably
Yes.
That never happens, does it?
wouldn't happen in
Exactly.
Queensland. Boys, you got any A graders? Because Peter Stefanovic has been
Oh, yeah.
No,
has
yeah,
been winning
he's-
it by lengths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sky News,
What
Keegan
an
Payne.
absolute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tosser.
It was.
Absolute tosser.
Has he come out and said he was wrong, or was he? Just,
No, Sky News have sort of
They
come
put an
out
apology out.
loosely, yeah.
Oh, did
for
they?
him. Yeah,
Yeah.
he hasn't come out and said I've screwed
Have you
up.
seen Tim Smith? Now, Tim is the guy from Maths.
Tim
He
Smith.
was the one that was Lucinda.
I don't
Yeah, so
I don't know, Matt.
Tim's come out and he's
Oh,
just
hang on.
absolutely...
We've got him. This bloke, you mean?
I want you to like me for me, not because I have a penis.
Is that Tim?
No, that's not Tim.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is that Tim? That might be Tim.
I think it is.
Anyway,
what's-
he's come out and smashed him. He's just sort of said, write a check, Sky News. This is a disgrace. He said, so however many years ago you come and interviewed me in Vancouver, Peter Stefanovic, and you did things that I've never brought to light. And, we had a bender and he just unloads.
Oh,
hang
bus
on.
under.
wow.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Back,
The
back,
old-
up, back up, back up.
If you're gonna throw stones, you want to have you want
A brick house.
squeaky clean pass.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Because it was
Give
pretty
it to him.
ordinary. Do you think?
It was.
Well, the only thing I
And
can think of is the producer said, "You do it. You got to do it." And Peter's going, "I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
It's probably not my go."
Is that what the tourist does to you
No.
too? Or
Brooksy does. Brooksy makes
Brooksy does?
Brooksy makes me do some weird shit.
not? Yeah.
But he's
Check out the socials.
How good was that young kid catching the barra? Because now I'm a fisherman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very hard
$1
to
million.
catch. Very hard to catch barras.
So they've been trying to catch that tagged barra for a while, haven't they?
Been around for a while.
No one's
yeah.
got it.
4
yeah.
years, was
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 or 5 years.
It's been a long time.
Good on him. Works 2 jobs.
Yeah.
Hard-working kid. Yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
made a mistake when he was a little fella that we
Who
know about
hasn't?
now. Exactly.
hasn't?
Far
I wonder,
out.
the people will never know, but imagine if, like, you were later told in life that you'd missed it by that much. Like, you had it there and it thought about
Yeah.
going there and or you'd come off your rod.
Come off your rod.
Yeah.
Yep.
You
We'll
saw
never know.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of fishing. You just don't know what's under there.
Mm.
I think I'm going to go buy a rod.
Really?
And where are you going to go fishing? It's very different when you go on your own, Brian, and you're not with ET, and you're not with the captain of the boat putting the tying your lures on. It's a very different experience.
I know, but I spoke
want you
to
to know
ET,
that.
I spoke to ET, and he said, "Get down," because I always see the fishermen on the beach. I'm thinking, look at these derricks.
That looks hard on the beach.
Yeah, but you got to find little gullies because you can get a rim and all sorts of stuff. Better go to
Taylor.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what you want to do,
beautiful.
Fletch. I did it a couple of years ago. I did one of ET's shows. You know, he does that Escape with ET. And he took me to a place called Coral Bay on the northwestern part of on the west coast, northwestern Australia. It was on the Ningaloo Reef. It was the most spectacular 4 days of fishing that I've ever experienced.
What'd you catch?
Unbelievable, mate. Everything. Red Emperor, trevally, giant trevally. What else did we catch? Nanagai. Mate, there was a lot more than what I'm saying.
Is there any
But,
fishing shows where you fish?
Yibba-dibba.
No, not a yibba but when you fish and then you cook it straight away on the boat?
Well, he does a bit of that every now and then. Depends who his guests are. But mate, we had like the deckhand was like an amazing chef too. So he would like fill up the fish and cook it up for us. It was just
I think that'd be a good show. That'd be a great show.
Hey, boys, your big catch, of course, is coming up after 6 o'clock Sports Day. You won. Timmy Naki's going to join you, boys, the blackjack legend. That's coming up in a matter of about 9.5 minutes. Look forward to that, boys. Thanks for joining us again for Best Sheds. 25% off the entire range. Sail on now, bestsheds.com.au. Have a good show, boys.
See you, legends.